What's up guys, Jivan back with another video, and welcome to a new season of Fortnite. To start out this season, I figured I'd just make this video with a bunch of tips that are going to help you to learn the new meta and win more games at the start of this season. I played about 6 hours this morning just studying everything I could so that I can help you guys out. Before we start this video, please consider using code JivanTV in the item shop, or just make sure you're using somebody's code because it helps us content creators out a ton. Now let's get into this video. So I just got a notebook here and I'm going to be going through the tips one by one. Let's get it. So vending machines are back. There's certain vending machines that you can buy heals from, weapons from, all that stuff. But the vending machines are narrowed down to only one thing. So it's either going to be just SMGs, just heals, just shotguns, whatever it is. And something that I noticed, at least where I was landing, the vending machine spawn was 100%, and it was the same type of vending machine every single time. So if you want to build a loop path around a certain type of vending machine, study the vending machines in the game, and then pick one that you really like and build a loop path around it. Tip number 2 is wait to craft. If you're going to craft to a lever, wait until you loot up your entire POI. Unless you need to immediately upgrade, it's better to wait because it only takes one crafting part to upgrade no matter the rarities. So if you find a gray shotgun off the spawn and you want to upgrade it to a lever, wait to see what other shotguns you get off spawn because you might find a purple one and that only costs one crafting part. So you might as well wait until you finish looting, unless you're contested and really need to upgrade right away. So speaking of the lever shotgun, be sure that if you're using that gun, you're reloading it any chance you get. Even if it's just 1 or 2 bullets, make sure that thing's reloaded because the reload time is so slow. Tip number 3, there's a new OP combo in the game. If you combine the recon scanner, which is the gun that targets all your enemies, it puts a little target over their heads when you shoot it near them. Combining that gun and the new sniper that shoots through walls is insanely OP. Because if you shoot the recon scanner at the opponent and then you know exactly where they are, you can just line up the sniper shot and shoot them through their walls. Super dumb, but it's a strat. Speaking of OP, spaceships are also really OP. I got knocked down from height in a build fight so many times by just some third party sitting up in a spaceship spamming that thing at us. And if you're boxed up, that thing is just going to destroy your mats. So if you want to be an annoying player, hop in a spaceship and travel around the map. Go crazy. Speaking of the spaceships, one of the biggest new map changes is that certain POIs in each game, it's going to be different each game. Certain named locations are going to be lit up purple on your map. That means that there's aliens there, and that's where all the spaceships are. Things to know, if you're at one of those spots, there's going to be spaceships everywhere trying to abduct you, so if you're running in the open, it might abduct you and throw you out of the named location. One thing to look out for is other people that are getting abducted, you can get a free beam on them because the abduction is pretty slow. So if you see a player getting picked up by the UFO, go ahead and shoot at them. You might just get a free kill. Some of the other new spots have henchmen now, and a lot of times when you kill the henchman, you get minis out of that, so that's good to keep in mind. And places that have henchmen, you can also get that new sniper. I think you can get it at other places around the map, but I know for a fact there's certain henchmen at those places that carry the sniper. Little tip for the start of the season, the new spots on the map are always going to be hot for the first week or two. Which means if you land outside of one of those new spots and then rotate in, you can oftentimes get a lot of free kills because they'll be really shambles. So that can be a nice way to clutch up some easier kills in the early season. If you have that new recon targeting gun thing, make sure you're spamming that at all times. It recharges, so you have unlimited ammo with it. Anytime it recharges, just make sure you're shooting it near an opponent, because not only does it apply extra pressure to them and make them nervous, it also makes noises that can distract the enemy. It's a really good pressure move. Even though it doesn't do damage to them, it makes them nervous and it can help you win more fights. It'd be a waste to not be shooting that thing constantly during a fight. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering which shotgun is the best right now, and it may seem like the pump right now, but I feel like people are just warming up to the lever, Everybody's been using the pump for the entire last season, and so we just need some time to adjust back to the lever. I feel like the shotguns are all pretty balanced, and it's just going to be whichever one you play best with. So if you want to start using the lever again, but you're struggling, maybe hop into some 1v1s with some friends, and practice using the levers so you can get used to it again. I personally think that the lever is going to fit my playstyle the best, so I'm going to be practicing with that bad boy a lot. It's a really fast, good pressure item. If you can just block one of their pump shots, you can shoot 2 lever shots before they're able to shoot the pump shot again. Thing is rapid fire. But again, just keep in mind the reload time. It's so bad. I've died multiple times because it's not reloaded. Now this next tip is probably the most important thing to getting ahead of competition in this early season. I checked earlier this morning and Fortnite.gg was not updated with the new map, but since then, they updated it. So it has all the spawns of the weapon-o-matics, the mending machines, all those like vending machine things. It has all the upgrade benches. It's got all the NPCs, all the pay phones where you can get quests to get gold to upgrade your guns. It has everything you need to know, so I definitely recommend taking some time and studying Fortnite.gg. One thing I noticed is they still have the bunker chest spawns on there, but I don't think bunker chests are in the game anymore. I haven't been able to find any, but maybe I've just been like insanely unlucky, but I'm pretty sure they're not in the game. But yeah, if you can study the map and learn the spawns of all the NPCs and the payphones, you'll be able to upgrade your guns. It costs a lot of gold to upgrade, and so it's pretty rare nowadays for people to have spazzes in late game. You'll probably find like 1 or 2 in late game. But if you can build a really good loot path and do a lot of quests, you can probably get a spaz every game. And I'm sure there's going to be some OP loot paths that you can get a spaz at super fast. So if you want to get ahead of meta and get the best loot path possible in this early season, definitely study that map. One thing I noticed that I didn't realize before is that vaults spawn in the same locations. They're just not 100% spawn. And all the vault spawns are on Fortnite.gg, so you could add that to your loot path as well. Those give you 150 gold, so that gets you a good ways closer to being able to upgrade. So the hottest spots on the map right now is Corny Complex, that little like farm area where you can get the mythic AR. Personally, I don't even like that thing too much. It's going to be really good in comp for getting Storm Surge tags, but honestly I like a Scar more. So that spot is the hottest right now. On top of that, any of the POIs that appear purple are probably going to be pretty populated because that's where the aliens are attacking and that's where the spaceships are. I went to Steamy when it was under attack and it was pretty far away from the bus and there were like 8 people there. So yeah, a lot of people go into those spots. So I'm not going to spoil all the new stuff. I want you guys to be able to go explore and, figure out a lot of the new stuff in the game yourself. But I wanted to give you the biggest tips possible to get on the right track this season because I know new season can often be intimidating. There's a lot of new stuff and it feels like a foreign game. But the biggest thing to keep in mind is that it's the same game. The same things that applied last season are going to be the things that win you fights this season. Having good aim, composure in fights, being able to track your opponent. You just got to breathe, you got to play like you did last season, and you'll be big chillin'. Make sure you're piece controlling from behind cover, protecting your angles, taking smart fights, and overall just fighting with the same confidence that you had last season. That's what's going to win you games. All of my how to win an arena videos, all of my piece control videos, all that stuff is exactly the same. We just got some new fun items and POIs to play with in the game, But yeah, hopefully this video helps you get on the right track. I'm going to be trying to post every single day on this channel and my second channel, Vibe and Jivin, for the first week of the new season. Lots of helpful stuff on the way, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, use code JivanTV in the item shop, and I'll catch you in the next video.